Hello. Hello, hello.
Yo, yo, yo.
It is Requiem for a Dream, session 4.
Oh,
Woo! Sadly,
I've heard of that before.
no Celsius this time. He's got work. Hopefully next time though. But let's see. Last time we left off with another big combat, maybe a bit too big in hindsight. And well, it wasn't all combat. There was you guys did the ritual of dream. Sorry, I'm mixing up my words. Saw a vision of a very bad future, and then after we saw the dream, there was some panic. Ran around, eventually found that, what was it? Stairs had opened in the center of the, shrine that you were in. Found the spooky man that you saw in the dream. Crushed an idol. And then shit went down. Went outside. Part of the moon's been darkened seemingly permanently. It has not gone away. And from the moon, a terrifying creature, which... I think it was only Aurelian. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was just Aurelian learned there called a nightmare. You fought and killed that creature, but before it could go, it did take a very large portion of this city with it, both quite literally in fire and death, and the people. Well, many people were taken that night. But ultimately, you did emerge victorious. And that, I guess, is where we will be starting, as you guys were walking through the city towards the city gates.
Got knocks over my shoulder, fireman carry style.
Apparently so.
Were you carrying?
Yeah, well, no, you were exhausted from the fighting, and Gary offered to carry you, and you were like, please. So he's been carrying you.
And I believe you guys were walking by. There are still survivors that are about. And when you got to the gate, you found piles of bodies of those misshapen, deformed people. And standing at the, other side of the gate was a shining silver knight, along with many Durian knights who had clearly been sort of holding the line, per se.
Never said that.
I'm gonna kill you with my hands. For those of you from Duria, which is Sorel, Nox, Alarian, and he's not here, but Celsus. You
literally everybody but me.
Yeah. You would know that the man in front of you with a massive tower shield and a mace in one hand is Sir Roderick, or Sir Roderick the Tower. As you guys walk up, the glow of your tattoos still shining, until you get to about the gate, and they slowly fade away. Albeit the actual deep purple tattoo is still on your skin.
Is the black dot still on the moon?
Black dot?
Yes, when we were fighting that nightmare, you described that from the moon there was a small little black dot that was creeping onto it that the nightmare had come from.
Oh, no. There was what do you call it? It was a moon phase. A portion of the moon turned black.
The beginning of an eclipse.
Yeah, and then the nightmare fell down from that spot.
Okay, so has that receded, or is that still there?
No, it is still there. The moon has not gone back.
Got it. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify. My bad.
Yeah, no, you're good. The red fog that you guys have been in is also slowly beginning to fade out. But seeing you guys approach, the night, basically like filling up the fucking gateway, will, he'll wave you over, seeing that you are clearly not turned monsters. Just essentially just beckon you guys.
Yeah, I'd say Gary, not knowing any better, would kind of just like hustle on over. Like he doesn't know who the hell this shining silver warrior is, like at all. And as he's kind of hustling his way over, and they begin to make their way up to him, he'll answer his phone.
Sorry.
Yes, Mom? No. But he'll look to Knox. Oh there, Mr. Nova. Are you capable of walking, or?
Well, part of me wants to greet Roderick over there with my ass all bared, but you can do whatever you want.
I don't know if I can do that for you there, sir, but I sure can
over
keep
your
carrying
shoulder,
you.
aren't you? I mean, my ass is already pointed at him.
I mean, do you want me to turn? You want me to turn him at him?
Oh, please don't turn me to face him. Then I have to start conversation.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll keep you over my shoulders and pretend you're unconscious, eh? And then Carrie will just hustle on over to to Sir Roderick, correct?
Yes.
Not Robrant. We've got a lot of R's.
Yep. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Fulvar.
Fulvar. And hatred.
Yep. Sorrel. And Aurelian. What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Are you guys also going up? I'll say Celsus is going to be like he will be your bodyguard. He is going to be there with you.
Okay. Well, let's see that my fucking ass cheek is no longer glowing. And just go, oh, thank God. And, you know what? I'll let Gary go greet him. I have to quickly put away a cup.
Fair enough. And then Aurelian.
I'm kind of like taking in the scene for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stay a distance away, but still within earshot. I imagine my armor's probably all like fucked up and like I got scars everywhere and shit.
Yeah, I
got blood on me.
Basically, everyone's clothes is like singed. Like they're if your clothes are not like black and burning, they're very much like they've got fire damage. Yeah. So as you come running up, then Gary, I don't got a proper voice for this guy, and I should probably just get one that has like a little echo because he's got a helmet on.
Don't worry about it. You're fine.
Yeah. As you come up, he'll look down to you and. You come from deeper within the city. Are you all right?
Well, sir, I suppose that define all right. Well, we're not dead, if that's your meaning.
Not dead is better than other things around here, and he'll gesture to the bodies that are on the sides. You could have become something a lot worse.
Yeah, and Gary will look down at him, and he's like, "Hey, that's certain. We encountered a few of them, as well as how shall I put it? What did you call it, Mr. Aurelian?"
A nightmare.
Nightmare.
Yes, sir.
He'll.
I would recognize that this is a. Sorry. I would recognize that this is an important figure, at the very least, of Duria.
Yeah. I mean, at least visually, he is very standoff.
Okay.
He will do a quick gaze over you all and look back to all the other soldiers and go, "Men, set up tents, camps. There are people who are injured, and people need to be healed." He'll look to the rest of you. Tell me what happened, but in a moment. let us see to your injuries. Gesture you guys
Nod.
to actually leave the city. And kind of like step to the
It's
side.
probably not the best place. Probably not the best place to be talking about this either, especially with all these scared townsfolk. Huh?
Yes, and I don't know if any
he'll
of those
start
things are about nightmares, as you called them.
Well, and I assume we're kind of talking as we're walking.
Yeah,
with him.
Once you guys are all essentially walking out, he'll be following alongside.
Well, sure. From my understanding of the situation, kind of just give a shrug. We only ever seen the one. There was plenty of them other ones. Gave a big old scream, and it turned these poor people into these twisted up creatures.
That explains all the screaming we heard, aside from the people. And yet you are alive.
Well, I'd like to think it's equal parts luck and equal parts that maybe that strange ritual we underwent. And Gary will, kind of as he's walking, he'll look up to him and flip his eyeball up, and he would see the painting underneath of his really fucked up eyeball.
Oh, the ritual of dreams, yes. I thought I recognized the symbols, but a glow to them is unnatural.
I suppose so. First time I ever done it. Probably don't want to do it again.
Typically, they don't go this way. And he'll gesture for everyone to essentially enter a tent there, quickly like setting up, and if you guys enter, they will begin to bandage your wounds. And Celsus will also sit there and start doing lay on hands repeatedly.
Yeah, Gary duck in and Lane
sorry, blue screen.
On oh jeez. Okay, I'll continue. Gary would lean over and kind of lift him up and lean him into a bed of sorts.
Oh, the pain. Oh, it's so terrible.
This one appears to be more intensely injured.
Yes, oh, it's so bad. Oh.
Can we get medics?
Yes, medics. Oh, drugs, yes.
Medics will come over and they'll start like looking you over and be like, "Oh my god, this guy's so burned. Are you okay, sir? Are you like how do you feel?"
Oh, I think I'm slipping. I need your hardest drug. The hardest, the fucking strongest thing you got here.
Can you just roll me like deception?
33.
Oh my god. Even I'm
it's
convinced
so
he's
bad.
dying.
Oh, look at my fucking
One
legs,
of the
mate.
medics like look to you
it's
and be like,
terrible.
"This man's on the verge of death. Get him something now."
Oh, give me something now. Please.
Like, start like
it's so
mixing
bad.
something up. They're gonna like take these like leaves and like a salve, and they're just gonna start like shoving it into your mouth and just like closing it. And the world suddenly feels real slow and real warm. And things, yeah.
Holy shit, mate. What did you give me?
It's just to numb the pain and keep you calm.
Slowing down.
Some muscle relaxants, but we looking over your injuries, and they're gonna start like putting salve on your burns and wrapping up some like cuts, and I mean you're mainly just burned.
Oh, why do you have to put it in my mouth?
Where else were we going to put it? Your ass?
Well, you can't feel my lips anymore.
That's normal. Normally you're not awake when this is happening.
What? He starts like falling, like the muttering. Yeah.
You better watch out there, sir. You might bite your tongue.
I'll tell you. But I believe still.
Someone close his mouth. They're gonna close there and hold your mouth shut.
Oh,
Can you breathe?
I'm sorry, Mr. Knox.
Open your mouth again. Gonna be something in his nose.
Just let me ride it. Okay, I think I'm doing much better.
Gonna hold you down and start. They're gonna be fucking wrapping you up like a mummy.
I don't think I need that much.
Okay. All right, Gary, where did you go?
I'm right here. What do you mean?
Oh, there you are.
I was crushed by Celsius. What happened to me?
What happened? Yeah. But, for everyone that's sitting down here, medical come up to you. I believe everyone is mainly just burned. I think only Celsius took direct, bludgeoning damage, if I'm correct.
No, I was also struck a couple of times by one of the, stabbing things.
You're right. So they'll be bandaging you up, but for, I believe, most of you, it is going to be, salves and things to treat burned skin. And overall, just, patching up clothes and armor. And, Sir Roderick will sit there. And, assuming you do, will you be telling him the full story? Welcome back, Cyber.
Hello.
Welcome back.
How's the screen?
It's blue.
I know the
Would
feeling.
Gary... How do I put this? Since Gary's the one that's talking to him, and he doesn't really know who the fuck... frankly, he doesn't know who any of these people are. He's not Durian. He's not from here.
Mm-hmm.
Does he get the sense that these individuals are trustworthy? Or, that by giving this information up, he is not endangering himself or his newfound allies in some way? Or the people of the city?
I mean, I guess looking over to your Durian allies, it's I will ask how do the Durians look here? Do you all look calm, or are you real on edge around this guy?
I guess since we know of him per se,
Mm-hmm.
are there any rumors or stories about this guy that any of us might have heard?
Yeah. If you want to give me a society roll, I can give you the general sense of Mr. Roderick, or Sir.
Since Cyber just got back, I think it might make more sense if his character did that.
Mm-hmm.
Since he is kind of more in that high society type.
Yeah.
If he's down for it.
Yeah, if you would like to.
Nah, you roll it.
Okay.
I take it that Sorel is just, relatively calm looking.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Give me that roll then, Aurelian.
Okie dokie.
Valerian. Oh, wow.
Woo!
Oh, wow.
That was a flat, just natty. All right. So, let's see. So, I guess both from being a Durian. So, well, you're not I guess pure Durian. I believe you mainly just grew up there, correct? Because you originally came from
Yeah, came from a land far away.
Yeah. But you did grow up mainly in Duria. And on top of that, due to how your order works, you would also just hear info from time to time, and info would get passed around that would be, relatively just good knowledge to keep on hand in case, anything were to happen. Sir Roderick is, to some, definitely seen as the people's man, Like he is the people's champion to a degree. His tower shield is very much he is a protector. By all accounts, this is a very like good person. Yeah, the tower title he has does not come from a thing of like, I guess, like overbearing like strength and power. It is an overbearing like readiness to protect and, you know, keep things safe.
Very much like a rook of some kind.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, then, Alarion doesn't seem too concerned with him in terms of being a threat. So,
yeah,
he seems pretty calm and accepting of the aid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Gary, you see that your Durian allies relatively look very calm around this individual.
Trustworthy of this particular man.
Yeah. And it is also very clear these are all Durians. Their armor is very clearly Durian steel. Albeit the guy in front of you is in silver, which is a little, I guess, visually odd considering Durian metal is very dull looking. But you can figure it's somehow
higher. He's higher rank, or you know, like he's someone of import.
Yeah.
Very obviously. Okay. Then I'd say Gary would this whole time he probably would have had his hook in his hand. Just in case they got jumped again. And obviously he uses it also as like a walking stick. It is about twice the size that he is, and Roderick would see as he sat down next to him, he kind of leans the hook, he reaches into his pack, he pulls out his pipe and he packs it and then begins to smoke. Well, sir, my friends, they seem to put stock in you, and you seem to be of a high Durian spirit, let's say. And he'll kind of nod. You smoke any?
No.
And he'll gesture to the pipe. Alright. Well, we came here about, I'd say, a week ago now, and then Gary would relay from that point all the fucking crazy shit that's happened, and then, you know, let him know. He'd also ask, during that conversation, he'd bring up the weird woman in the forest.
Okay.
As well. See if he knows anything about that.
At least for that, he would mention that it's probably some kind of a fae that has wiggled its way into the lands here. They crop up from time to time. Of course, the woman is a little bit of a weird, like, unique thing to appear, but it's also something they can look into. But it's also, to be fair, it's not the weirdest thing they've come across.
It's not the weirdest thing we've come across.
It's very true. Yeah, so assuming you know, share everything.
Gary would let him know. He'd tell him. He'd relay the information.
Well, he would look rather like overall just kind of like in shock of the whole thing. Obviously, nothing like this has happened before.
Fair.
As anyone who has been alive in this world at all would know. And he would kind of like sit there for a moment, thinking to himself, before kind of looking to you all. Definitely like keeping like a slight eye on Sorrel. And then would look back to you and go, I believe it would be of great import if you were to meet with the king. He would want to hear about this.
My word! I'm just a fisherman, sir.
You may be just a fisherman, but some of you are of a higher importance. And also, at least based on your story, I am unsure if just a fisherman still fits the bill.
Well, Fair enough, I say. Though, in all due frankness, kind sir, and he'll kind of point over to Sorrel. Our good man over there is the one that put this all together. He's the one that brought us here. He's the one that put up the flyers, I say, and so, or at least his family was. So, at the end of the day, I'd say it'd be more of his decision. I'm more than willing to, travel the distance, but... What say you, sir?
Sir Roderick would nod at that comment, and he would look over to Sorrel and go, "It would be very good to return to the king, but if you were to continue off to do whatever it is you may have in mind, I suppose I should not stop you."
Oh, go home? Certainly. Why not?
Well, I didn't expect it to be that simple. Okay.
Oh, well, I guess it's settled in, sir.
All right. Well, I think it would be best if you were to stay here and rest until you are not so injured. And then I will personally bring you back to Doria.
Hey, sir, I feel pretty alright. He's bloodied. Like, he's way less
You are
than
not
half
all
health.
right. You are to stay here and heal. This is no longer a suggestion.
Alright, sir. Well, at the very least, get a couple of your knights to do their best to help these poor saps. That's what I was gonna go out there and do, and see if I couldn't help you, and,
They should already be on it.
take a long...
You have done enough. Take time to
He'll
rest.
put his hands up.
Yeah.
You say so.
Sir Roderick will
Kick his feet
exit
back.
the tent. Yeah. And then, unless anyone has anything to say, you guys may long rest. Yippee! And then...
I meet all sorts of important people today. Go ahead.
Right before the long rest, or during the long rest, can I take the new item that we got, the relic?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to try to see if I can use it. As I look up to the sky.
Would you like to use it here?
Potentially. Is anybody looking?
I mean, yeah. Gary would kind of be keeping an eye on just everybody in general. Just because of what has happened, and he doesn't want to, lose track of anybody. So he'd be keeping an eye on you, but it wouldn't be anything like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah. I mean, also, if you're, leaving the tent, then it's a different story.
Nox is passed out on drugs, so you don't have to worry about him.
Alright, I'm gonna... Yeah, I am gonna leave the tent and kind of look up to the sky. Are there any stars out tonight?
There are stars.
Okay. I will go to my knees, place the relic upon each finger, and hold it palm facing up.
Mm-hmm. And when you do,
go.
Yeah,
Go.
I would say an almost like a thin I don't know how to describe it. Like a lens will sort of slowly form at the maybe like a foot away from like where your hand is. Quite literally like a moon veil per se. So it'll kind of be all like misty and fade at like the ends of the lens. And as you hold it up,
they must have amnesia. They forgot that I'm him.
My apologies.
You're all good, dude. The sort of like what I described as it was like a spire, kind of like spirally spire.
Moon veil, yeah.
But the little like spire
the one
thing in the middle.
Yes.
It will begin to float up and it'll point up towards the lens. And then I'll ask, are you planning to use the relic?
Yes. I will. While I am using it, and as it takes the 10 minutes, I'm going to kind of bow my head in prayer, and kind of start like chanting and whispering prayers to myself, and I'll say things like, "When shadows grow too deep, and the weight of my deeds fill this air, wrap me in your soothing grace, and lead me to your brightest place."
The spire over the 10 minutes will like very slowly be drawing inside that lens. You will see it connecting stars together. And when it reaches the end of the 10 minutes, you will have obtained the constellation of the Harvest. It is over Kalorva.
Nice.
So if you want to mark that down in like a note somewhere.
I will write that down.
Yeah, you should be able to put it in the campaign notes as well.
Sure.
It's useful for me.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there you go. You have that stored within the, what was it called? The, looking for the Calum script. Or Salem script, I think it was.
Yep.
Okay. And then is there anything else that you will be doing?
Not for me, no. I'd head back to the tent.
All right. Anything else anyone else is doing? Just checking? I'm gonna assume nope.
I'm gonna send
Fucking
you a
crashing.
DM in just a second.
Okay.
Gary's just sitting back, kind of watching everybody, smoking his pipe, relaxing for the first time in like a week. Especially after that harrowing, like, combat that they had just gone through.
Gotcha.
So none of you have seen anything like that before.
No. I have not.
What in the world is going on?
An omen. Signs of the end times.
I don't think your religion is a doomsday cult, is it, sir? Well, I don't know that much about it, to be fair, but...
All faiths have their judgment day.
And you think this is it?
He's going to kind of stay silent at this and just like look to his holy symbol, and he'll say yes.
Well, I've been through a couple of harrowing things, and, well, I'd say as long as, we're able to make it through, don't think the world's gonna end, or not along those lines. Just wonder why we've been chosen. Sure we did a ritual and the like, but it just seems... He'll just kind of gesture at himself. I mean, it makes sense why you, Mr. Larian, or even you, Mr. Sorrel, but... I'm just a fisherman. And he's just a poet. Kind of gesture at Nox, who's just completely fucking assed out on the on the bed, at least from where what he sees.
So that's
Zaza, dude. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we're normal. Well, enough, I suppose. I've been through and seen a fair few dangerous things in my life, in my time, but... He'll just kind of shrug as he says it.
The Night Mother is rarely wrong about her visions. We would not be given such signs were it not for a reason. In some way, some form, you, I, everyone else are linked in our destinies. Each of us must hold some key to preventing this or to seeing it through. Whatever the case may be, the Night Mother seeks peace for her children. And these new creatures, these nightmares, they are anything but peaceful. Night Mother preserve. And he is gonna go kind of like quiet for a bit.
Suppose so, Mr. Larian, I suppose so. So back to Duria, then. Speak with your king. Never met a king before.
And I think
Got a
that
few
is what-
things I need to write. And then
Yeah.
Gary will go and he's gonna write a letter home to oh god, where's he from? I apologize. I need to look at it.
I believe.
Via Mycena.
Yeah.
He will write a letter home to Via Mycena and to his mother, to his father. Let him know how he's doing, and letting him know he is probably not going to be home anytime soon. Just kind of the general situation in optimistic terms.
Mhm.
Let him know how he's doing, and then he'll pass that off to whoever would be able to take that information to Via Mycena.
I will say currently any kind of overall like message transfer is going to be a little hard to get.
Okay. I figured Gary'd know that.
Yeah,
But
but
pocket the letter.
yeah, say you pocket the letter, totally send it at a different time. But I think we will go to the next day. You guys can all heal yourself up to full HP. Obviously, Celsius can, over the course of like 3 hours, max HP. Anybody, and also you're in a actual like healing like tent. You should be full health. So go ahead, max yourself out.
Got it.
Also, just to quickly put it out there, Don got called to quickly go do something, so we'll keep going, but he'll be walking with you.
Yeah.
He will be back though. That is a guarantee. But in the morning, Sir Roderick would come to fetch you guys, and once you are all ready, he will begin to lead you guys to Duria. If there's anything anyone else wants to do before you go, say it now or say your P's.
P.
Kill this guy.
I don't think so. I think that the settlement is so totally fucked that there's not really anything we can do at this point. So I believe the course has been set.
All right then. I'm gonna quickly put your health to full, Sorrel.
Yeah.
Kill you with hammers. That's how they heal you. So
Just clonks you over the head with his mace.
exactly. As you guys are essentially getting ready and leaving in the morning, you will see there are soldiers that are helping the wounded of the city. They're bringing out bodies, helping bury them. The nightmare bodies, they are, you can assume, being forced to burn, as that is a lot of bodies, and they're not exactly recognizable at this point. There are search parties going on. There's an overall sort of a recovery attempt of this. Well, it is a small, like, I guess, remains of a nation. It was technically a nation, but they appear to be trying to save it as best they can. But onto the road. I believe it is about like a day or two's travel.
Wow.
Remember, the map is not exactly accurate. And you
No,
have to
I thought it'd
go-
be longer.
Oh yeah, it might be longer. I might be getting it wrong. Because you do have to go up a fucking mountain.
It's your world.
Yeah.
It's your world.
I probably it's. I'm gonna say it's 2, mainly because there's a road. Like, there is a set
absolutely.
paved road that they've made.
Yeah. No, totally. Keep going.
So, let's see. Now you got me rethinking things. All right, we're going 3. It's a 3-day trip.
Keep going, Frank.
It is overall pretty peaceful. It is you guys, Sir Roderick, and about 3 nights. During a couple of the nights, you definitely do see in the shadows, very similar to another creature you've come across, like orange eyes that are like just out of view or just on the edge of your vision. Which, based on your story, Sir Roderick may jokingly suggest that perhaps they smell the blood of their kin on you, and they don't like you very much.
Don't think many things do, sir.
Yeah.
Based on our experience so far.
And then he would be bringing you guys up the mountain. The Durian lands are overall pretty peaceful. The issues with like fae and monsters popping up are not as much of a trouble here as, at least for the Durians here, would know that the lands here are very, like, they're patrolled constantly. They are very well kept. If a monster outbreak ever happens, it is called in like the same day. Of course, different story for Shadow Beasts, but besides the point, it is a overall safe trip up to Duria, up the mountain, and then you guys would arrive to the very large metal walls of the Durian capital. And as you guys get close, they would open the front gates and let you into the city, which, for stream, I will describe because I believe I already told you all. It is the top half, or top third of the mountain that has very much been, like, carved into. You are on a sort of outer ring, and as you like walk in and look around, you can see there's a very large, like, center, almost like pillar, that you believe will be the center of the mountain, which has like a massive just castle, and you can assume like there's outcrops and like huge like parts of buildings that stick out. You can assume are probably like different like noble houses, and going around the big ring, there's many bridges that connect that middle section and different parts of the outer section together. And while there is a little bit of unease in the city with what has been going on, overall, people here seem to still be chugging away at life. You're very much in like the commerce area as of right now. A lot of trade going on, shops and such. But when you guys sort of get to essentially what you can assume is like the bridge to head towards the center, like, castle. I guess Castle Duria is the proper terminology. Sir Roderick will stop and look to you all. Well, we've arrived, but it is, how would you say, it's a bit too late. The king and most noble houses are only in the throne room around mid-moonrise, or high moonrise. Yeah, if you would like, you can either wait a night in housing if you have it here. I know some of you are at least Durian. Or a guardhouse if you need it. But come by tomorrow around high moonrise and please be respectful.
Oh, not to worry there. Unfortunately, I think I may have some business to attend to at my own house. I will definitely go talk to His Majesty at my earliest convenience.
Mm-hmm. Good. He'll be expecting you. You wouldn't want to disappoint the king, would you? Oh, Lord Sorrel. He'll look to you with, like, expecting an answer.
My eyes will just veer off to the side as I start walking away.
I'll expect to see you tomorrow. And Sir Roderick will look to the rest of you. Is there any help you may need? Any housing? Just overall, a tour? Anything you may need? Kind of put his hands out to the side.
Well, sir, I think this. Well, I don't think I know. This is my first time in Duria. I've been all over the place, but this is one place I haven't been to yet. So I wouldn't even know where to begin with a city this big.
Fair. Duria is a grand capital. I do not blame you for being a little stunned by its radiance. Perhaps your friend here, and he's gonna take a couple steps back and put a hand on Sorrel as they're trying to walk away. Perhaps our friend here can show you around or offer to give you the Durian tour. I'll switch the song real quick.
That's entirely up to Mr. Sorrel.
I am unfortunately incredibly busy.
I'm sure you are, sir.
You are a noble.
And Gary will give you kind of a look.
Fair. I will not force you. All right. He's gonna look around a bit. Like Celsus is gonna be going with. Sorrel is gonna look to Nox. And he's gonna look over and see that you're missing a party member. A man in a white hood has suddenly just disappeared. Mr. Alarian. Would you like to? I assume just give me a stealth check.
Sure.
Yeah. It'll be pretty easy with the crowd around. Yeah. With basically like the moment that Mr. Roderick has turned around, like a cart passes and you're gone. Like you've disappeared. Obviously, you have grown up in Duria. You were taught in the ways of the order in Duria, so finding a safe house for you is no big deal. Pretty much staying on the like outer ring of Duria and going down to about the middle section, you would find like how do I describe it? On like the lower, I guess once again gotta describe, you're going down because you are Duria is like the best way to describe it is you're in like a big cylinder.
Mhm.
And the further down you go, the darker it gets, and also a little more, I guess, like rough and gruff things tend to be. But in that sort of like middle outer section, you find a shop that is, as you know, used as sort of a face to hide an entrance to one of the safe houses of Duria. Unless, are you looking to go to like the main like head of the order?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
But if they are in the area, I may.
Okay. Going to the main would be much further down, but if you want to just go to, a normal like safe house, you can do that as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like to my direct Selene that I report to.
Okay. Yeah, so in that case, you'll be going to one of those middle section safe houses. And essentially you'll be going in. They would recognize exactly who you are. A quick exchange of your rank, and you are quickly escorted through a couple sets of hallways and behind a quite literally illusionary wall and into a safe house. And we'll get back to you in a bit.
Yep.
So Roderick, you look around, a little confused where your friend is gone, but he's Durian. He's from that order. They've always been an interesting bunch. He'd look back to you, Gary. Well, it appears it's just you and me.
Oh, so, sir.
Is there anywhere that you are looking to go? Anywhere you are looking to find?
Well, and he'll pull out the letter. Well, I need someone to deliver a letter to me to Via Mycena. Got family there. Need to let them know that, bit of trouble's brewing and I won't be home for a while.
We can get that done at the guardhouse. Follow me. He'll lead you to essentially... You're going to be on the top ring, but going across the bridge towards the main castle. You'll be led inside where nobles are going to be walking around along with many clearly more like high-ranking knights that you've already seen. And you'll be led into a guardhouse, but you'll be mainly led into a room that is full of these black birds in like cubbies. Upon closer inspection, they are the onyx birds that you saw that one soldier use back in Kalorva. You're instructed to keep a very specific distance from all the ones that currently are in bird form, but let's see. He will hand you one of these spheres and essentially just tell you that you can use this. It's 100 words, and then just as long as you know the name and destination, or name or destination, you can send a message to whoever you're, looking to send your mail to.
Oh, so what? Do I just slide it into a slot here and he'll grab it and take a look over it?
Oh,
or do
no,
I
no,
speak
no.
into it?
Just speak into the sphere.
You're telling me I didn't need to write a letter.
I did not know you wrote a letter. Until now.
It's right here. He'll lift the letter up. He's been holding it in his hand.
Well, I'm sorry. We don't really take letters anymore. These birds are a lot more useful.
He'll just shrug. Hey, fair enough, sir. You know what? I'll keep it as a memento. And I'll tuck it into his chest pocket. Alright, so as you speak the name,
Yes. I will say there is one caveat to using these. Because it is technically not yours, you're gonna need to stay in the city until it re-arrives.
and that would be how long?
Well, Vimacina is... what? About a week away, maybe more? By bird. It may take you about 4 days, give or take.
That's a round trip.
Yes.
Or just there and back. Round trip 4 days. Alright. Well, I think Mr. Sorrel would appreciate staying home a little bit. He'll kind of rotate it in his hand. So I just speak the name of the person I'm sending this to, the place I'm sending it to, and then my message, aye?
Ah, the name or place. You could do either. As such,
Name
this is
or
the,
place.
This is the Durian Guardhouse. So, we have letters or messages that are sent here. And he'll gesture to all the birds. They are currently in waiting.
I see. I guess I'll do the name. That way it gets to who it's supposed to get to. Androch Deep Miner.
And the little bird
Yeah,
kind of like slowly begin to unfold, and it'll sit in your hand. It'll literally like it unfolds
Hey there.
from the sphere. Best way to describe
That's
it.
fucking cool. That's really fucking cool. Oi there, Pa! Start counting on his fingers. Oi there, Pa! Trip's been going well. I just left the fishing village a couple weeks ago. And, I found my way out towards Duria. I'll kind of grimace. A bit of trouble has, come my way during work. I like to say it's nothing too major, but that would be a lie. Nothing I can't handle, though, Pa. I should be home. Or back around, at least. I don't know when. But stay safe. I love ya. And if anything happens, I'm sure you'll find a way to get a hold of me. Oh, tell them all I said I as well. And tell the whole family. Hope everyone's doing well. Much love. I'll see ya. And then the bird will completely unfurl as his message finishes. The meandering message of Gary Bagwell.
And once you finish the message, the bird will do like a small hop, and then almost in like a kind of like a shining little light, it'll go pew, and it'll go out the small window and disappear into the night sky.
Oi! All right. Well, that was a terrible message. You know, I've always been better at writing.
It's a little.
So we had to
strange
do
be
in
on
a
spot.
fishing village. Yeah, fair enough. 100 words. That's a tight message.
Yes. You'll
I'm
look
just
a little
wordy.
sad about that one. All right. Anything else that you are looking for? Perhaps housing. I do have things to attend to. I'm sorry.
I don't worry about it. I think as long as I know where this guardhouse is, I'll be all right. I'll find myself some lodging, and take a bit of a meander around the city, if you don't mind, sir. What time did you say for the king's meeting? Should I just meet back here, or?
I suppose you can meet at the door to the throne room. The guards will meet you first, but of course, I think it might be better to find your allies before, wherever they may have gone. But yes, tomorrow at high moonrise.
High moon. Okay. I'll keep that marked down. Thank you for everything you've done so far, sir. Much appreciated.
feel like I should be thanking you, but I suppose we will really, we'll see about that tomorrow. The king is a very good judge of character.
I suppose we will, sir.
Alright, he'll give you a
Well,
nod.
I don't want to take up any more of your time.
Mm-hmm. I will be off then. I do, however, need to guide you out of the center castle here, as you are not a noble.
Oh.
I cannot have you here.
Oh, no, that makes complete sense, sir. Don't want me wandering around in places I'm not supposed to be.
Yes.
Might mess something up.
It's more of a security issue, but yes.
Well,
He'll
either
guide you
or,
out.
and he'll be yapping as they're walking. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. And then, eventually, you'll get to the bridge. You'll see off. And then the guards that are essentially holding the castle doors. And they're not like holding it open or anything, but the ones that are standing in the gate kind of like look at you and be like, "Who are you? How are you with Sir Roderick?"
Well, I don't know who Sir Roderick is, sir. Well, I know it's him. I know he's pretty important, I suppose. Name's Gary Bagwell. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Deep Miner. Gary Bagwell, Deep Miner. Got 2 last names. Bit of an oddity around here, I'm sure. And he'll go and shake both of their hands.
They'll like look at you and they'll look to each other, and then like one will like cautiously shake your hand.
Yeah, he'll be very gracious about it. Put hand over hand and shake.
All right. Have a good day, sir.
Oh. You too, sir. Okay, where in the hells am I? And he'll just start wandering around. Okay. And
go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
I would say Sorrel.
No.
You and Celsus walk off. You had already gone essentially into the center castle. Might I ask where it is you're going?
I'm going to my fucking home.
Yeah, I figured. All right, to the house of Matrella. You get home. People would be very much like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Your clothes are on fire. They look like they've been burned. Were you on fire?"
Yes. I'm amazing.
They would give Celsus a bit of a hard time for not properly protecting you, in their words. Of course, he's not here, so I can't go super in on that. But yeah,
I'll just reassure them that he looked worse.
they will go from like you should have done your job better to like, "Oh my God, you've done so well." Of course, right? Yes. Good job. And then they'll see to your needs, as your usual home life is.
I'm
anything
gonna
you're
go
doing
fucking
particular?
bathe, change my clothes,
Mm-hmm.
cry.
The usual.
Oh no.
All right.
Yeah,
Got you.
pretty much an average Saturday.
Jesus.
All right. Trying to think if anything would really occur. I mean, other than your usual, I guess, like pandering life, nothing too different would happen. Although people would be asking you, what happened? Why are you injured? I will ask, are you gonna tell them?
Yeah, I'll explain.
Okay. A lot of them will be very much in shock. Do you also tell them about your glowing tattoo?
No,
Although
I
it's
don't
not
tell them.
glowing at all right now.
I'll say, there was a mark. I will not say where it is.
Okay.
Ain't gonna talk about it.
Yeah, they will be very much in like, "Oh, it's so great that you had you took upon the ritual." Like,
Yeah.
I know the mark does fade over time, and some dude just washed it off. It's a shame you didn't keep it on you. I don't see it anywhere. Such a horrible thing that happened.
Yep. It was terrible.
All right. Are you gonna be seeing the king about this? This seems very important.
Yep. At my earliest convenience.
Oh, good. That'd be so good for the house. You gotta remember.
Yep. Incredible. Huge. Even.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, we'll leave you.
And I go to my room and I start fucking crying.
All right.
Why?
God.
I'm gonna assume that Nox would probably go down to a bar or tavern.
Let's add a car.
Huh?
That adds up.
Yeah.
Checks
My
out.
guess, though. I don't know if I'm gonna hold off until Dom is back, 'cause he might be back relatively soon. I don't know. If not, though, we'll go over it. But we'll go on to Aurelian. Are you here, Adam?
Here.
He is.
I am here. Sorry.
You're good. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. So, I believe you were waiting in your safe house.
Yes.
Do I have any better music for this? Don't know. I'll just stick with what we got. So, waiting in the safe house. In fact, let me move you guys real quick. I just realized you're in Duria. Yippee. There we go. You wait there for a while with your other members. There's not a whole lot of talking going on. They, make sure you're not wounded. Make sure you're equipped. So, if there's any arrows you want to, or like bolts you want to pick up, you may restock. Until, I would say maybe like 30 minutes to an hour passes when hold on, let me grab that description. There it is. A lady would walk in from the same doorway that you came from. Or I guess it's invisible wall, but from your side it looks like a door. It is a tall lady with silver hair and dark robes, adorned with the symbols of the Night Mother. Of course, you know her as Sister Evangeline. She will walk in, get a good look over at you, and then, after a moment, go, "So what happened? Tell me everything."
Ilarion is going to kneel and explain the situation that has happened. He's going to go into great detail about the vision and tell her of the red eye that he saw. He'll also speak of the shadow beasts and these creatures that they fought as well. These nightmares. And he is going to look up to her and ask, what should we do?
She will pause for a moment, kind of look up, close her eyes, and then look up at the ceiling. Mother preserve. We'd always kept an eye on the Clorian general, as he seemed to be a bit of a nimwit. But even that was crazy. An enemy of the Night Mother has made themselves known. We are to find them and get rid of them. You said the figure you saw was shrouded in shadow with a red eye, correct?
Yes. It is like none I have ever seen. Not in any sacred texts.
Like monsters across the land, they are probably not from this world. I will send word to our leader and to other safe houses to be on watch. Aurelian, you are to find this man, or woman, whatever they are, and get rid of them, for they are a threat to her radiance.
Alarion is going to bow his head. And then he says, with this vow, I will pledge my life and my soul to the eternal cause of the Night Mother. For in her light, I find my purpose, and in her eternal wisdom, I find my salvation. Let her will be done.
She'll put her hands together and do a very slight bow. And by this vow, still your heart and let her guide your hands. And she will turn around and leave.
I will take a moment. If there is any shrine, I will stay there and pray, asking for the Night Mother's strength in this task that I have been given, and seeking wisdom in the companions that I encountered before. Should I take on this task alone, or should I let them know of the ones that I travel with?
Give me a little bit of a religion check, my friend.
Sure. Okay. Oops, I didn't know it was still that.
Oh, is it? Yeah, it's fine. You know, it doesn't need to be secret anymore.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'll reveal it just because. Yo, high roll.
Yo.
You take your prayer, thinking to yourself, is this something you should do by yourself or with the allies you've encountered? And after a moment, you will find that the symbol I believe you put on your wrist, it very slightly glows white. Sorrel, your ass cheek begins to glow. Likewise, Gary and Celsus and Nox all would encounter that the symbol very slightly glows. It is not as bright as when you were when it originally began to glow, but is just barely there that you can notice it. And you can just slightly hear a voice in your head. It's very hard to pick out, as the voice oddly seems to change and like it's almost like a whisper. You hear something along the lines of, "Find the nails, but leave Durians alone."
Damn, I'd go to find a hammer real quick.
And with that knowledge, Alarion, knowledge seems to be inscribed into your head as the Calum script you know now to be the second nail. So you already have one. All right. Anything else you're doing, Alarion?
That'd be it until the next day, I guess.
Okay. Just gonna check. Nox, are you here? Just muted by chance.
Oh. Assuming he's not here. I do want to have one of the servants send a message over.
Mm-hmm.
In typical noble fashion, you can't just walk to someone's house. You have to go through proxy messengers on everything.
Oh, of course, yeah.
To send a message to my dear friend Orphea
Mm-hmm.
that I am completely fine, if they were wondering.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to talk to them at some point, since I am back in Duria.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Okay, you would get a response back, probably like later into, I guess like nearing Moonfall. If anything, it's gonna be like at Moonfall. You get a reply that Orphe would be like, they're great to hear. Like, it's great to hear that, you're alive and well. And they would love to talk after the the like mandated essentially courtroom that they need to go to tomorrow.
Also, I'm back.
Hey, there he is. All right.
Mandated courtroom? Does that sound like they're fucking
That is
getting,
something.
charged?
No, that is more of something that is a custom in Duria for the noble households.
Ah, okay.
When things are going on, typically you show up just to witness it.
Do I assume that is the meeting with the king?
You've got a pretty good feeling it is.
God fucking damn it. Alright, yeah, the rest of my night is spent crying.
Perfect. Okay.
Dude, it was your chance to say, I'll see you in court.
Court, asshole.
Okay. We'll do Nox just because you got back, and then we'll go and finish up with Gary. Does that sound good?
Go for it, brother.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Nox, you here?
Yes.
Okay. So, I just took a general guess is what you wanted to do once you got to Duria. First thing you did was leave the top section, go down towards the bottom of Duria, where it's a little more, I guess, overall, a little more crime-ridden, a little more, like, rough.
Yes,
crime-ridden
but
is a
before
little...
I left the
Yeah.
top section, I would vandalize something, and then I would go to
Okay.
the bottom section.
Are you doing this stealthily?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, kind of like a...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would put that more as, like, a deception. Could you roll me
Okay.
deception?
Yeah,
Since
yeah.
you're kind of just like, yeah, okay, all right, yeah. So no, you come by and just like, I don't know, you just like tear down some like random like tapestry or like some.
You drop a plate.
There's a check-in office for like royal requests or royal submissions and concerns, and there's a little wooden sign that hangs by chains over it. So I'm gonna kind of like, when you walk past like a beam and you have to reach your hand up and you have to smack the beam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, except I'm going to hit it so that it breaks off its chain.
I was expecting you more so to like slap it so they would like, because think of it's like on like a pole, so there's no like top section. You like slap it and it like spins around until it's like annoyingly hanging backwards.
True, yeah. So like it hangs backwards, but Nox is expecting it to break. So what he does instead is like he goes, and then he jumps up and he like hangs on it and like is really wrenching it and pulls
Yeah,
it.
you go,
Yeah, and then it breaks. It probably hits him in the head on the way down, but that is the nature of the job.
Gotcha. Yeah. Hey, yeah. I mean, with that roll, no one immediately takes notice. Although, like when you're walking away, you can hear people going like, "Hey, wait, what's wrong with our sign? Oh, god damn it, not again!"
I'm gonna prestidigitation. Oh, I don't have that cantrip. Never mind.
Dare I say base?
Oh, I do have that cantrip. I'm gonna prestidigitation like a rotten smell as soon as they notice it.
All right.
And then I'll go to the lower level.
Yeah. So, going down to the lower levels, I guess originally I figured you were going for a bar that you'd probably go to normally, or a tavern of some kind. But what is it that Nox is looking for?
So Nox will definitely go to like a bar or tavern or whichever sells relatively good, relatively cheap drinks, which sometimes feels antithetical to one another. He's going to have just about 5 or 6 drinks. And after said drinks, he's going to think a little bit about what has transpired, and then he's going to play for the crowd.
Let's see. In that case, give me. Would it be performance? Yeah, give me a performance roll.
Let's see here.
Man, yourself some gold and silver.
28.
Give me a second. I'm gonna give you about for that, because you are also technically, essentially the slums to a degree. It's not really.
Yeah.
There isn't really a proper slums to Duria, but you're in the darker parts of it. Give yourself about like 15 gold and like 85 silver.
Hell yeah.
After a while of playing, the like doors to the tavern will kind of like slam open, and a thin man with kind of like really like long hair off to the side, and he's got like some like odd like instrument that kind of looks like a drum on his side. Will kind of like stand at the door, and he'll look over at you, lock eyes, and go, "Who the hell are you? What do you think you're doing here, huh?"
Fucking playing a performance, mate. Looks like you have to find another tavern.
And he'll kind of like walk up, look you up and down, and just, what's your name?
Nox Nova, thank you very much. I'd ask for yours, but I don't really care.
That's what I remember. Oh, Nox, buddy, do you not remember me at all?
Nox refers to the 6 drinks that he has and thinks to himself, like, fuck, do I know this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? And then Dom thinks to himself, who the fuck is this guy?
He would at least recognize it's just like another person who plays around here. Person named Indigo. They play odd like a drum.
Oh, is that fucking you, mate?
Hey! Last we saw you getting dragged away by tin heads.
Yeah. It didn't really go all that well. Kind of got wrapped into a lot of crazy shit. But
Where were you? We thought you were dragged to jail or the gladiator pits.
I was indeed dragged to jail. That did happen. I was recruited into a party of just overall terrible people. That being said, yeah, we fought this little fire monster. Can't really remember the rest of what happened. Did a lot of salve and drugs. And after a few hours of contemplation and sleeping, you find me here.
Wow, you've been on quite a journey.
Not a very fun one, I'll admit, but I've got to clock back in tomorrow morning, which is why tonight is for the party.
Oh, mind if I join you?
Well, if you know how to fucking play that drum, I'd say, why don't you?
Yeah!
Leading into a riff.
Alright, he'll join you. Alright, I'm gonna ask you anything else you're gonna do that night at all?
Probably not. Just gonna try to pretend like the problems that that are happening are not happening, and continue on.
Gotcha. At one point, someone would kind of point out that like you had an odd glow. It's on your hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got an odd glow, and you kind of look at it and you hear the like, find the nails, and it'd be a little bit of a weird thing, and then it'd fade away.
Fucking strange, that is.
But going on to Gary Bagwell.
Gary.
Uh,
I scared my dogs.
So after sending your message, going back to the outer rim of Duria, what are you looking for?
So
What do you want to do?
Gary He's not a foolish man. Gary knows very well that this is not going to end anytime soon. And so, to accommodate that, he's going to remember back to what his grandfather and his great-great-grandfather used to do for a living, which was adventuring, and think, what would they get? And what would they use in this time? And so, Gary is going to go to a blacksmith. Preferably dwarven, if you can find one.
Not here. It'd probably be human.
Really?
Mainly human and elves, what you see here, but especially humans.
He'll say something in dwarvish as he walks in and is kind of looking around. And he would like to purchase a sturdy shield, minor, a bastard sword, a weapon potency rune, and a striking rune.
Okay. I assume you got the money for all that.
I do, yes. I was calculating that out when everybody else was doing their thing. He will also sell this guy the halberd. 100 gold pieces, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm going to sell him the halberd as well.
Ooh, okay.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Yeah, go ahead. He'll take the halberd. I'll be honest, he's probably you said the halberd's like 100 gold. He'd probably take it for like 75.
50. Oh, well,
Yeah.
I'll take 75, sure.
You know, it's of good quality.
It was wielded by Sir Robert before he was fatally murdered.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go ahead, buy your stuff. Obviously, I'll be real, they do seem slightly cross with you. You can take a pretty easy guess. It's because you're not durian. Kind of shows on your face and body. And so they will not be selling you any durian steel weaponry. But anything else, you can buy very easy. No higher prices,
Okay.
no like weird, I don't know, extra costs.
Yeah,
All seems
Gary will
pretty
kind
accurate,
of... Yeah, as Gary pulls, like, one of the bastard swords out, kind of look it over. Ayla, it's Umgak. And he'll put it back, he'll pull another one out. Look and see how straight it is. Shake at the head guy again. It's probably also this is what's really making him cross. Because he pulls out, like, 7 or 8 different swords from this, like, area where this guy has set these up, and he's like, these are my best works, sir. And he's pulling them down, and he's like, what? He's essentially saying, okay, this one's trash, this one's fucking trash, this one's trash, okay, this one's pretty good. And it's kind of more of a chopping one. It's got kind of a thicker, more rectangular look to it.
A bit more
These
of a,
little
executioner
engravings.
sword kind of look.
Yeah, exactly. And he'll look it over. Oh, you think Grandpa would think this one would be good? All right, I'll take that. And I'll put that down, and then he'll look at the shields. No. 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 Oh, that one's good. He'll put he'll put that down, and he'll grab the runes. And he'll pay the man.
God. I'll be like, all right. Give your stuff, take the money, make the exchange. You are good to go. Go ahead.
It's not
add
my
that to
fault you're
character sheet.
Wervin Smitherman, sir. You should learn better. And he'll just walk out as he says that.
Alright. Anything else you're looking for?
A place to stay since my friends didn't offer me a location to stay.
Alright. You were offered either the guardhouse or just find a tavern. You can assume guardhouse is probably free. Probably not that comfy though. Is that up to you?
I think Gary would, I mean, hey, he's taking in the sights, he's seeing the town. He'd probably try and find, these people are not fishermen, are there? There's no, fishing spots. They're,
You're on top of a mountain.
yeah, okay. I guess he would look down. Is there any, inner mountain, lake or anything in that regard? Like somewhere where fishermen may be?
No, there would not be any bodies of water. You would find at best people have essentially created like makeshift like grassy plains and like fields. Fields are more located further like down, but like there's clearly some like created like courtyards that people have managed to kind of just like shape in the rock and carefully, you know, moved her around in such a way that it actually grows.
Got you.
Yeah, no water.
Well, then he would probably end up trying to find a place where there were like working class people. He wouldn't feel too comfortable staying where the noblemen stay or anything like that. He's looking for more like miners or like people that make things or do work with their hands. These is kind of the places he's looking for.
Yeah, I'd say that lead is probably around like the middle section, which is where a lot of the working class is. There's a good enough, there's a pretty good amount of mining there. It does feel like if you go a little further down, it might be a little shady. You're almost positive you've seen like a couple people getting like dragged into buildings by knights, or you can hear like fighting going on a little further down, but overall, like, middle section is probably what you're looking for.
It's just like Holman. Yeah, he'd probably go around the middle section then and try and find a place that would be amenable to him. Seemingly seeing that the people here are not very fond of his presence like Sir Roderick was. He would, you know, try and find a place that would be amenable. And if he couldn't find one, then, yeah, then he would go to the guardhouse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you probably find one. You get a feeling people kind of stop caring the lower you go.
Yeah, I figured.
Overall, like 2 gold. It's pretty cheap.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after that, I think unless Valerian, you were, I assume, staying the night in the safe house. Gotcha.
Could be funny, and I could try to sneak into someone else's house.
That's creepy.
and sleep in there. But no, I'm gonna stay in the safe house.
Okay. All right. We will go to the next day then. You know, around like, I'm gonna say like a little around afternoon-ish. Sorrel, you get someone that would come up to you and be like, "Hey, you're requested at the king's throne room." And if anyone else is out walking around in public, guards would come find you and ask that you come.
Oh no.
Of course, I will also ask if anyone is going to preemptively go there. It is of your
Gary would.
choice. Yeah, okay. So Gary would already be at the gate. Alarian?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Would you be doing anything before knights come to, you know, ask you to come, or would you already go there?
No, I would already be heading there, because I know that, you know, my companions are the key to my success, so I would seek them out first, and once I find one of them, I would use them to follow them back to the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see, and then this music's a little scary. Fuck it, we'll use it. It's a little intense. Nox, are you gonna be going there preemptively, or are you waiting for the guards to essentially come drag you away?
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for the guards to keep knocking on the door. Until then, I'll just be fucking trying to get through a hangover.
Okay. Yeah, eventually they'll be like coming in and be like, "I feel like we've done this before." Oh, it's you.
I'll look at the both of them. I think you have the wrong guy.
No, I recognize you, and they'll like pick you up by like your arms.
Get off me!
Come on, boys, bring him out.
Oh, god damn it. You know, I'm really starting to like this. People just carry me wherever I need to go.
I'll get used to it. You're going before the king. Alright. So... Nox, Aurelian, Gary. Sorrel? What are you doing?
I am delaying till I am otherwise forced to go.
Mm-hmm. It would eventually reach the point where there's like a couple nights outside your room. There's like family members. They're like, hey, it'll be really good if you know, if you go. You're expected by the king. Our king.
I like peek out the blinds. See, there's 2 guards out front. Oh shit. One of them looks at me through the window. I just slowly back up. And then go along. Alright, Goku.
Hey,
The name of the guard.
how'd you know my name? I'm a fan. Alright.
Hey, it's me, guardsman.
It's me, okay. Alright. Eventually you all end up meeting at the entrance to the throne room. You're technically not at like the big doors, but you're like down the stairs and like a couple doors out. Oddly enough, Sorrel is the last one to get there. Despite being
Gary's the
technically
first
the
one.
closest,
That's kinda
yeah,
funny.
and Sorrel being the closest one.
Yeah.
But you all meet up there. The guards do ask that you leave your weapons with them. They will be giving them back to you. It's just a safety thing.
You're not gonna take my fucking instrument, are you?
We have to, sir.
It's okay, I can make more.
They look at each other like, what does he
Like
mean?
on command. I can just whip one up. Like from thin air.
He can make flutes come out of his hands, sir.
I have a real quick question. What are these guards equipped with?
Spears and halberds.
Okay. Do they have any kind of like sidearm or anything like that?
Glock 18.
Yeah.
By sidearm, I mean like
Yeah.
like sheathed daggers or blades or anything like
They
that.
both have short swords. You can figure it's just in case things get like close quarters.
Gotcha. I will take off my temple sword, as well as the gauntlet that I have, and place them down. I will look to the guards though and give them a word of warning. Only the chosen of the Night Mother may touch this blade. Do not place your hand upon it, lest you feel the sting of her wrath.
I look to each other like, I know these kind of crazy. I know they're crazy, but can I may I wrap something around it, like a cloth?
May I rap?
I'm just gonna look at him and say, "You have been warned," and then continue forth.
Let's just kind of like walk over and like are essentially done putting away. Like, they're gonna like look at each other and one's gonna like very carefully like wrap it in like a nice rag, and then they're gonna like carefully go and like put it on like a shelf. Anyone else? I assume everyone's given up their weapons. And their
Gary.
instrument.
Okay.
If they keep pestering Nox about the what instrument do you have? A lute, guitar?
Mine?
Yeah.
Instruments?
Hurdy-gurdy.
My official instrument is a lute, like the maestro's instrument. But as I said, I can summon any kind of handheld instrument.
I will make the case of, oh please, he's not going to kill anyone with a lute.
If anything, I can play a song for the king.
Please don't play a song for the king.
Please
I don't
don't
want to be
play the
here any
song
longer
for
than
the
I have
king.
to.
I would love to play a song for the king. Oh, there are so many things I want to tell him. Oh, there are so many things in song that I would like to communicate unto the royal family in their entirety.
It's less of a thing of like
Oh.
us being worried that you'll like. You just if you bring anything physical you could swing with, we worry more for the noblemen in there.
I could swing my fucking penis, you knucklehead. What do you? It's a guitar. Let me
I don't
live.
think it would do much damage. Just give me your guitar then.
I'll have you know.
Give me the fucking guitar, kid.
Fine, fucking take it. And the king's wondering, well, why isn't the bard playing on his maestro's instrument? It's gonna be because the fucking Lucas over here didn't let me take one in.
It's Jeremy. Go.
Whatever.
Lord Sorrel, do you carry a weapon?
No.
Go
I am a weapon.
Go
Might
ahead.
want to be careful. They could swing their hair. Oh no. They could swing their fists. Oh no.
Will you go stand over there? And, sorry. Look, he kind of looks like a piece of paper. Gary Bagwell? Deep miner? Hold on. Wait a minute.
I have two last names, sir. One from my mother, one from my father.
That explains.
And he will very quickly remove the sword and shield from his hand. And you'll notice that the once rectangular bastard sword now has a vicious hook coming out of it. From where he has replaced the hooked rune into the sword. And he'll very quickly set the sword and shield down. And he'll grab the hook. And it's almost like extremely reluctantly he will go and like put the hook out. The guard will grab the hook. And it'll almost be like he'll tense up and like really be unwilling to let it go. Like, sir, if anything happens to this hook, and he'll give him like
please.
a deadly stare.
I know. You all don't need to threaten me to get your weapons back. When you're done, you can walk out and get them. Unless you somehow manage to go to jail, they're gonna be right here.
Hey, sir, with this group of people, I'm not so sure. All right,
Turn to Nox.
I'm just saying.
What do you mean?
He'll just look over to Nox and like the rest of them. And he'll like very reluctantly let it go. But then he'll point to the knife on his hip. This, sir, I cannot give you.
May I ask why?
He'll pull it out. Very, like, in a non-aggressive way. He'll pull it out. And it is very clearly a clan dagger from Via Messina.
Ah, I see. No, I understand that one.
I'm
I've
so
then he'll-
fucking sorry. I can't take in my guitar, but he can take in a knife?
It's a matter of culture, sir. To a degree, I respect it.
I'm a
I may not
fucking
be-
bard. Music is my culture, you whatever.
Hi, sir, Mr. Knox. With all due respect, I would never use this as a weapon. Even if my life depended on it, I would not use it as a weapon. It's a
This is
symbol
all
of my clan.
assuming that I'd take my fucking lute and hit someone over the head with it. You realize I
I'm
can
not-
say words mean enough to make you bleed, right?
I know, sir, but you're an ornery one, and I wouldn't be surprised if you'd crack someone over the head.
You walks.
Oh god, he's broken.
All right.
And Gary
Celsus
would
also.
look-
'cause he's-
yeah.
Yep, go.
Oh, God, sorry.
I say Celsus would leave his shield.
No, okay.
Or big
I'd
shield.
say Gary would look back to the guard and give him a slight bow. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your understanding. I promise you, you're up and down. You know the culture. I'd never use it.
He'll give you a nod. Yeah, I understand. We do have trade with Bimacine every now and then, so it's not the first time I've heard of a clan dagger.
I'll give another nod.
I'll go on
sir.
ahead then.
Thank you, sir. And he'll make his way in.
I have to say, at a game, there's like a legit reason I told them not to touch it.
Oh yeah, isn't it because it's got it's like authority or something like that, right?
Authorizing blade. If they try to wield it, it's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah.
Actually, now that I'm looking at it, Gary would just give him his whole fucking backpack because there's a lot. They have bow and arrows and shit in there too. There's a lot of dangerous shit in my bag, so he just give them his backpack.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So, you guys would.
I'll smirk as I walk in with my kinetic gate.
They
Or my fucking gate attenuator.
I assume that's not visibly out in the open, is it?
Nope, that's under my clothes.
Yep. Okay. They don't know.
My hand wraps are just gloves.
Yeah. You guys would essentially walk through the guard doors that you're at, and you would see ahead of you is big old open doors towards the throne room, and standing at like off to the side, so he's not like just standing in the doorway, is Sir Broderick. He does have his weaponry, but he's waiting there for you, crossed arms, and we will take a quick like 10-minute break, maybe 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Because I also gotta use a
Burb.
bathroom. Alright.
You got it.
Where is food break? Intermission. There we go. Okay. Order food.
I'll grab some food too.
Yeah.
Good to see the orders alive and well in Duria.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh boy. Colin was yapping the whole time.
Oh yeah.
He was like, meow, meow, meow.
Yo, let's go.
I'm like, my dude, you have food.
You wanted more.
He did want more.
Oh.
What's up, buddy? Oh God. He was looking at me. He didn't see the wall. He ran into the wall.
Oh.
No! There's not a single thought behind those eyes, is there? Nah, he's probably the smartest cat I've ever seen.
It's true. He defended himself from a fox, dude. It's big.
Yeah.
Some say he even took down that fox and destroyed it.
He's like, what does the
He
fox
actually ate
say?
the whole fox.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you couldn't
Fox
find the
says,
fox
I
afterwards.
tap.
Because he ate it.
I believe it. Canon now. Oh.
I'm gonna go place order. Place back. I'll be back.
The pisser. No, I don't have any weapons. Source, trust me. How many weapons did you sneak by, Adam?
Huh? My holy symbol.
Easy.
Choke people out with the necklace.
Unironically, them taking the loot was the most useless thing they've ever done. Because the loot, I don't think on its own does anything. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure I can clock a guy.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it the funny. Is like everybody else has all this dangerous stuff that can go through, but they take away his guitar.
They just didn't want him to play music.
They're like, it's not about what you can do with it. It's about sending a message.
No, it's 100% about what he can do with it. They don't want him to bust out into fucking High School Musical in there.
What the hell?
In it to win it.
Hi.
The court has a strict no musicals policy.
I respect it.
No fun policy, dude. No horsing around policy.
Oh man. Good thing none of us are horses.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Thing.
You know what? I'm just gonna have eggs for dinner. I don't feel like ordering nothing. I don't feel like making anything complicated. I'm just gonna have eggs.
Yeah, man. Go for it.
Hello.
Yo yo yo.
Hey.
How long has it been roughly? Like 10-ish minutes?
Oh man, I wasn't paying attention. About, give or take.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Oops, sorry.
Oh, good. Gives me time to find a song that's not so scary.
What's the song that you would be playing?
A scary song. I didn't mean it to be scary, but
Why?
I was looking at it, I was like, oh man,
I mean,
this
to
is a
be
little
fair,
intense.
he is the king
Yeah.
of, and he killed his father and his brother to take the throne. So if it's a little scary, that's reasonable, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It's fair.
No, I'm a friendly father, brother, murderer.
Yeah.
To be fair, the people of Durio rallied behind him. They loved it.
I'm not saying.
I'm a
Listen.
friendly father, brother, murderer, gaslighter.
Listen, I'm just look. I'm not making any judgments. I'm just saying, you know, it might be a bit of an intimidating guy. You know, I'm just saying. He is literally Dawkins, so like I'd be scared. I'm just kidding. He's just like a big. Well, I mean, I'm sure we'll get a description. I won't ask.
Yeah.
Now.
I've told you roughly what he looks like, but yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. What's this one? Oh, not that one.
I've returned.
So much
Come
combat
back.
music. What is this one?
We're fighting the king. He has to prove. We have to prove our worth now. I mean, none of us have our weapons. We just gotta fist fight him.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, you have a knife.
That's true, but he would never use it for that purpose.
Does it
At least
have
that's
an
what he
attack
says.
roll on it?
It does, yeah. It's a D4. I actually there are a lot of things I can do with that knife, but
Oh.
I think because from my reading of it, it's like a very, very like extremely important item to like dwarves,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like I don't know how to. It's almost like having a like a priceless pocket watch, like a family heirloom. This was handcrafted and made by like your great great grandfather or like your father to give to you to prove that you're part, like a signet ring.
Yeah.
And since the dwarven culture is, you know, very warlike and, you know, kind of more like combat, that kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
they use daggers or guns. You can also get a clan pistol if guns were a thing. I could have gotten that. But
Mhm.
to lose it is like, or to give it away, either willingly or unwillingly, is a extreme dishonor. Like, essentially, if you lose the knife, or you give the knife to somebody, you might as well not come home.
I see.
Like, that's how deadly serious it is. Or if anybody finds out, so like if he were to give this knife to the guard, that would be extremely dishonorable because that is a mark of your clanhood,
Yeah.
essentially. And if his father or his family, his dwarven side of his family ever found out, they'd be like, don't ever fucking, you don't come back here. Because
Yeah.
that is just so dishonorable. It's ridiculous. Even though they're not warriors, it's still like, you can't do that.
Yeah. It's a mark to show like who your family is.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's got like the dwarven name of the family etched in there, his name, like it's essentially like your ID.
Yeah.
But if you lost your ID, your family would disown you. Essentially.
Your original social security card.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I don't even know who you are.
Sweetie paw. Not that Gary cares that much about going home, but he does care about being respectful to his family and shit, so.
Fair enough. Okay. Cyber here?
Yeah.
You're so far
Adam.
away.
Adam.
Lean back.
I am here.
Oh. Is that a yes on Dom?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Are we all ready to get back?
Yes.
Okay. Got one. Other three? Nox, Aurelian?
Yeah, it's ready to go.
Good. Okay.
I am ready to go. I might be silent because I don't want to have oil popping in you guys' ear.
Like that.
Oil? Are you?
He's cooking eggs.
Oh, okay.
Cooking quick eggs. I'm almost done.
You can chill for like a second, at least so you can like focus.
Flash
Nope.
her out of the
I
eggs.
can. I got my phone on me. I'm listening to everything intently.
Oh, it feels a little wrong that you're like cooking. Yeah, hot
Let's
oil.
kick it, dude.
You sure?
All
He
right.
said go.
I
Let's go.
am done.
Oh, all right. There we go. And then Cyber, I assume you're ready and go. Perfect. That's a Cyber yes. Okay. Grab that. Also, I found a song. Thank God. All right. So, you guys walk on up. So Roderick kind of like, as you guys are walking up towards the door, he comes out to greet you. And as he's also walking over, there's a man getting dragged out of the courtroom, who you guys would recognize to be a Colorvan knight. He's shouting all kinds of curses and obscenities. And you see him just kind of getting, like, literally just dragged down the stairs by, like, 3 knights.
Just give me 5 minutes. That'll be me. No worries.
Funny enough, since you're from down there, Dom, could you roll me a society check?
Society.
It's not super hard since you're rather familiar. Woo! Okay.
Well, that was a natural 20.
Yeah. You know pretty well. In fact, you're almost certain it might have happened to you. It could have happened to you. Typically, if, like, there's, like, a prisoner of war or an overall, like, low-ranking officer is captured kind of like this, and they're sent to jail, they sometimes just kind of get bought by a noble family and put into a gladiator pit. That guy, you're certain, is going to a pit somewhere.
Poor fucking sap. Sold away to fight in the fucking arena. This place sucks, I tell you.
Does he have any distinguishing marks or scars?
Other than some Calorvan, like, overall, like, what do you call it? Like, the colors? I'm trying to think what the proper, like, what's the terminology for that? Where it's like
a tabard or...
Yeah. Also, I think I may have killed the bot by accident.
I still have the music.
Still playing.
Well, I tried to play something else. It just says loading. I'll try to skip. Oh, okay. There we go.
It was just having a time.
Yeah.
This is less intimidating than the music you were gonna play?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one was a lot scarier. But as he gets dragged away, Sir Roderick will kind of beckon you guys forward towards the throne room. And assuming you guys come along, he'll be walking with you. You'll be entering a large room with an onyx floor. There are multiple balconies on the left and right that has like multiple chairs with what you can assume are multiple like noble families sitting in them. Guards line the walls, and even on most of the balconies you can see like they're up there watching. And then all the way at the end, just beneath a large stained glass like window, which has the 2 symbols that they use for the... Hold on, let me grab the name of the religion. Religion, it is Flammaloon, I believe. It has the 2 symbol, or I guess it's the 1 symbol that they use for it, which is the 2 chakrams sort of overlapping, kind of like linked. And sitting just beneath this in a big stone, it's stony looking, but you figure it's probably something a lot more comfortable, throne, is a massive man with white hair that seems to go even like over the throne that he's in. He fills up the entire chair.
Damn.
Big, almost like dragon-like hands, sort of very calmly on like one side. It kind of like his like left hand sits over the edge of the arm, and then his other hand is just holding up his head in kind of a little bit of like a bored look. He has 2 huge like dragon horns that jut out from the front of his head and curve backwards, and a very large white beard as well that is sort of tied off on the left and right, but it goes down the center to about his chest. The most like immediately, obviously the very draconic features on him with all the scales is one thing, but the one thing especially that sticks out to you, because it's incredibly uncommon, is that he has purple eyes with very clear draconic irises that really like seem to pierce into you as you all walk in. And as you walk up and get to about the center of the throne room, Sir Roderick will come to a kneel, and will look to the rest of you and kind of like beckon you do the same.
It's like, oh, I've already gone through the motions of courtly graces.
Mm-hmm. This is pretty normal to you. Oh, there's also another silver knight at the end, which you would recognize via crescent knight. I believe it is. Hold on. Is it Rowena? Should get my notes open. Yeah, there is a crescent knight. I believe is on his left, which anyone who is Durian would recognize to be Lady Rowena. I don't know if she has a title. But, yeah. Rowena the Cold.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah. But he appears to be waiting for you.
Where is the symbol of their religion again?
It is directly above him in a stained glass.
Okay. I will be looking at that symbol and kneeling and holding on to my holy symbol. But my intentions are towards that, not him.
Nox watches Sorrel go through these like very formal greetings, and he'll kind of like pantomime doing the exact same thing, but exaggerate his movements. We're like, oh, your grace, oh yes, yes.
Gary would kind of be looking around at everybody and be like, are we wasting a bit of time here with the formalities? There's something important we need to discuss here.
No,
He will not
that
bow.
world is so important. Look at me go. Oh, yeah.
Gary will give a curt nod, but he will not bow.
Okay. Let's see. Sorrel. As you're also kneeling there, also a quick look around. You would see, was it Orphea, I believe, sitting in one of the chairs on the higher balconies. I believe it is, what's her last name?
I don't think I put one.
Oh, no, I got it. It's she's sitting in the seats of House Durandal. She would give like a little like wave.
Yep, I'll wave back, and as I'm kind of looking over my shoulder to look at them, I'll see both Nox and fucking Bagwell behind me, and I'm just gonna start cringing. Just look forward. Don't pay attention to them. If they get arrested, that's their business.
Yeah, and this is right when Gary's like, don't we have something important to talk about here? As he's speaking kind of over you, kind of looking directly at the king.
Yeah, Sir Roderick would kind of look back and be like, you should kneel.
Well, am I incorrect, Sir Roderick? You seen the trouble that was down there? I don't think we have time for these formalities. More time we spend on silly nonsense like this, the more time we're wasting fixing the problem.
They respected your dagger, you should respect our ways here as well.
Ariel kind of squint.
Huh.
Alright, Sir Roderick, I'll do it for you. He'll take a quick knee and kneel. And then as soon as the knee touches the ground, he'll stand right back up.
Thank you. The king will look over at you all. He'll kind of like lean a little bit forward, and he'll lean back. Let's see. I guess just to get one thing out of the way. All of you Durians, you know, this is King Doravan. 2 ways. This overall is a pretty normal thing that's going on, but definitely the presence of 2 Crescent Knights in this room is a thing of like there is a serious air to what's happening. And he'll, after giving like a good read of all the people here, we'll go, you all were in Kalorva. What happened? Tell me every last detail.
Every last detail.
I will quickly move to explain.
Thank God.
I'm glad you did.
Just like I hear the slightest peep from Nox, I'm like, I gotta go quick. I'm racing against the clock here.
And then Gary starts speaking, and you're like, "Oh fuck!" and you jump in the way.
All right. Let's see. So you say everything. I assume you're talking dream. You're talking the man you saw.
Yep, pretty much a rough outline of what happened, and then more in depth when it comes to the nightmare creature.
Okay.
Which I don't think I've formally been told is called a nightmare yet, so I'm just going to call it a fear entity.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So he'll look to you all. So, with what you've seen, is there any more detail you can give of this shadowy figure? Anything, the way they act, the way they move? Anything?
I assume I already told all I know.
Yeah. He's asking for more, like, very specifics.
And he's specifically referencing the guy that reached into the basin and pulled out something before breaking it and leaving.
Yeah.
And if I recall correctly, before I say this is Gary, that guy was very spectral, ghost-like, almost phantom, right?
Yeah, except for there was a it was more like a phantom like cloak, and then there was a more like solid figure inside.
Okay, so he walked normally, moved normally, like he didn't teleport or disapparate or any of that kind of shit?
Not that you saw, no.
Okay.
The most like I guess disapparating thing is when he crushed it, he disappeared.
Okay. Gary would chime up then, kind of from behind Sorrel after, I keep almost saying she, after he's explained everything. Mm-hmm. And kind of leaning over. Well, sir, from our summation of what we had seen, neath that chapel there, looked like a man, bit of a strange cloak, sorts, bit wispy on the bottom. When he broke the idol, he kind of, he makes a, Gary will make a gesture with his hands of like a cloud, like,
like
and he, yeah, disapparated, disappeared. Didn't feel like he walked through us, so I don't think he went invisible. But as for combat capabilities or anything of the sort, we never directly engaged him in combat. But it was after he broke it that all this strange stuff started. As we were coming down from the chapel, I myself did encounter another one of them figures, but this one was more ghost-like. Not quite as sinister as the one I met there. 2 pale white eyes. Told us to go back to the chapel, and that's when we found the guy down below, doing what he was doing.
And then you engaged in combat with this fear. And you came out alive.
Sure.
Why?
Only by the Night Mother's blessing did we survive.
You mentioned something about the ritual of the dream tattoos glowing, correct?
Oh, sure. And they haven't faded like they're supposed to, at least from what I've heard. I've never done it before. Maybe you have. and Gary will lift up his eye patch and move like a couple of half steps closer. Not in like in a threatening way, just mostly because it's on his fucking eyeball. It's very hard to see. So he'll lift it up and kind of go to show that they have not faded. And I assume in this time frame they would have normally been gone.
Yeah. You should fade in like
So
a
he'll
day or
show.
two. I see. And as you're also walking up...
Put his eye patch back down. Oh, go ahead. Yes, sir.
Yeah. As you're walking up, the window behind him will seem to get a little brighter, and a light moonlight will enter the room. And your eye will begin to glow slightly, and Nox, your hand, Aurelian, your wrist. Sorrel.
Sorrel has been standing in a very particular position with their hands on their hips to block a certain light.
I see. Sorrel, you have a feeling there's something glowing, but you were prepared. Yeah. The king will...
It's like a cell phone going off in your pocket.
Yeah. The king will lean forward and go, I see. She seems to guide you then, Her Radiance. Why you, I wonder?
I wonder the same thing, sir. He'll flip his eye patch back down.
I'm no one to judge her. What will you do now, then? You solved one problem. Yet, that creature, figure, still walks around and could cause it again. Will you follow her guidance, or will you hide like cowards? He's gonna give a real solid look at Sorrel.
Well, sir, I can't speak for the rest of my companions here, and I can see Nox gearing up to speak for himself, of course. But, I have no intention of running away from this. Whatever's done that to these fine people, it's gonna do it again. And whether I have to do it alone or not, I will find it and hunt it down.
The rest of you? You, Lord Sorrel, House Matrella, I would expect something.
I will appear where necessary at my earliest convenience.
A very disapproving, like, grunt.
I'll just pan my gaze aside.
Just to be clear, hiding is an option. Hiding is a thing we can do.
A rather disgraceful option, but I'm not one to stop you. Her Radiance will decide. She's the one that chose you, after all.
I'll look at Sorrel.
I'll look at him and I'm just like giving that one, you know, the motion of like, just like, you know, pan the, like, little shake of the hand by the neck, you know, shaking no. Very much in reference to, there's a choice. No.
Sure, your loveliness. We will fight to the bitter end.
As he's saying this, Gary will kind of lean into him and nudge him on the knee.
Ow!
Not that hard. Not that hard. Relax. Hey there.
Nog shouts, "Ow!" Like,
Hey,
really
hey,
loud.
calm down, Mr. Knox. Lean down for a minute. Come here.
What do you want?
They might be willing to pay you quite a lot of money to deal with this problem, Mr. Knox. And you can use that money in any way you see fit. Huh? And he'll kind of tap his head as he's saying that and point at you. And then lean back.
Right then. After consulting the council, is there perhaps
gonna be money involved in this process. Perhaps lots of
The king's
gold
gonna reach
pieces
up
and
to the
alcohol.
side of the throne, and he's gonna grab it, and he's gonna pull and like bring this like pole down, and you'll see the back of the throne is going to like shift, and you'll realize now it is an axe that has been buried sideways. And he's gonna slam the hilt of it into the ground and go, I expect you to take this more seriously. Money is trivial when death is on the line.
That was quite possibly the most like nepo baby rich thing you could have ever said.
What?
Gary will just back up.
You do understand there's people starving out there. How do you mean money's trivial? It's half the fucking reason why I go out there and play music every fucking day. It's because you have people like you saying that money's trivial. With all due respect, your highness, your dragonliness, your beardedness. Maybe some of us are more motivated by getting through the day with a little bit of coin and a little bit of booze than we are to die for the honor of the fight.
After what you've seen, what that thing's done, this is what motivates you?
So, just to be completely clear, you want me to handle this problem, you want us to handle this problem, and return back to a shitty life? Hell no! I want to take care of this problem and get paid a handsome fucking sum for it. You're like, oh yes, Mr. Knox, you get to have rags for your clothes and bones for your meals, but when we call upon thee to fight
The
scary
Lady
nightmare
Rowena's gonna
monsters...
slam a staff into the ground and go, silence!
Got some fucking facts on that one.
Shut up!
All I'm saying is I would like to be fairly compensated. Fairly meaning relatively high. Don't we agree? And I look at everyone else.
Well, sure. I think what he's meaning to say
This
is
is the part where we all say, yeah!
I
What about you, Celsius? I look at Celsius.
Celsius says nothing.
Well, well, sir. While I don't 100% completely agree with his meaning, I do understand what he's saying. The better equipped we are, and the more wealth we have behind our backs, the more able and capable we will be in hunting down and finding this monster. It's like when I was in a fishing village to the east. If you're on a small ship, you can't hunt a big monster. You get taken down and torn into the sea, sir. But if you got a big ship and a big crew and lots of weapons,
And
you can
booze.
hunt and kill it, and booze too, sir. Keep the men happy. But the bigger the ship, the bigger the hunt. With all due respect, sir. And he'll kind of give a bow as he says these things.
He'll tap the side of his face. I had no intention of just leaving you to go off alone. When the duty is done, you will be compensated fairly. Here.
Nobody's gonna laugh at that one. Nobody's gonna eat that duty.
He's gonna reach up, and he's gonna grab one of these like 6 medals that are on his breastplate. And he's gonna pop it off, and he's gonna hand it to Lady Rowena, and she's gonna walk on over, and walk over to specifically Sorel, and hold it out towards him.
You fucked up now. You're in trouble. That's the orb of blow up instantly.
Oh.
It really was. Shit. You just told me it also said it reconstituted instantly.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Yeah, she'll hold on to it, so you're both hold on to it, and she'll give you a real stern look.
I'm just raise an eyebrow.
I'll walk back.
Do I understand the importance of this?
Yeah, it is essentially like a signet of the king, per se. Yeah, he will, as she's walking back. Should you need to talk with other kingdoms, get an audience with their higher-ups, their kings, show them that so they know you're essentially my envoy. I do not know exactly what will be required for you to complete your mission, but I do intend to help you. Her Radiance may have given you this mission, but I worry of her selection. But she's not been wrong before. So, I will give you someone to work with. Up in Vita Lampor, we have a Crescent Knight who is currently he's spying, keeping an eye on the king up there. You will work with him. And Sir Roderick will kind of like almost start like fidgeting in his armor. You'll be working with Ghislaine, Sir Ghislaine. Once you get up there, at that point, it's up to you and Her Radiance as to where you need to go. And then Sir Roderick will stand up and go, Sir, I humbly advise against him. Sir, the king will look to him and go, you would doubt my decision? Roderick would go, well, you know him, sir. It's not the brightest.
Oh no.
It's rather fearful. And the king will lean forward and go, good, then this will be a lesson for him. Especially if he's to continue to be a Crescent Knight. He'll look towards the rest of you. Do not doubt your ally when you meet him. He has the title of the Master for a reason. He will be a steadfast ally. I hope you will work with him. Now then.
I'm just
Oh.
looking between them and just kind of just go, okay.
Sir Roderick will kind of like slowly kneel down. And the king will tap a little bit on the throne. Sir Roderick, you may accompany them to the border at best. If that is your worry. And he'll go, thank you, my liege. Thank you. All right. If there is anything else you wish to share, anything else of importance, say it now. Otherwise, you are free to go. I expect great things, especially if she has chosen you.
Trying to think.
I'm going to finally stand up from the knelt position. And I'm going to look over to Nox for a moment. And then I'm going to turn to the king and take 2 steps forward and kneel once more. For though I walk this path of dread before us, with every step I shall maintain my head bowed. And then I'm going to look up and raise a hand up, pointing towards the symbol above the king. To you, O Night Mother, the one I faithfully serve. And in your name I pray, may your mercy preserve. And I'm gonna, like, stare daggers at the king before standing up again. Giving him a couple seconds of a stare.
Yeah.
Before bowing and turning.
One from the order, never pain in my side.
This day keeps getting worse.
Why can't we have a normal field trip?
Your respect
Where
to her
we be?
radiance is admirable. Do not falter in her mission. And then you'll look to the rest of the crowd. And you'll, once again, eyes on Mr. Sorrel. You were destined for great things. You'll start tapping his foot. Your blood shows it. Do not disappoint your ancestors.
Oh, wouldn't dream of it.
Good. In that case, you are all free to go. If you are found here within a week, you will be escorted out of the border.
Closing time.
Wait, so
Yeah.
we've got
He
like
said,
a
"Get
full
the fuck
week.
out of my
So
country."
you're saying I can do like 16 days or 6 days and 12 hours and it'll be fine?
Not gonna reply.
You don't
He-
have to go
he-
home,
he's
but
gonna-
you can't stay here.
He's gonna slowly, let go of the handle, and the throne will probably like click back into place.
Sheesh.
He'll
Just wanted to be
tap.
clear, your cleanliness. Jesus.
Just
Side
gonna
of
very
his
quickly
face.
whisper, with whisper on the wind to Nox. The trick is, you take the time and don't ask.
Oh yeah. I get it. I get it.
So Roderick will stand up, do a bow, then he'll turn around and leave. Kind of motion, like, come along.
Gary will kind of be the last one to start heading out, and he'll look towards the king and then kind of look to everybody else. I'd just like to say, sir, sorry for the disrespect my self or some of my companions may have shown. As you can see, and he'll kind of gesture to himself. Not but a humble fisherman. Was a miner before. Have a wonderful day, sir. We'll see what we can do. And I hope to meet all of you lads later. You seem nice. You seem nice. And as he's walking out, he'll start pointing at people, saying, "You seem nice."
There,
As he
there-
turns around.
There's like an awkward silence. Alright, I suppose a deafening silence in the room as you guys walk out.
I am like
Oh,
so
Gary's-
far out of the room. Like the second it's dismissed, I am like out of there. Just
Oh yeah, Gary's just super chipperly, like really slowly walking out as he's like, "You seem nice. Hey, that king fella, he's a pretty nice guy, and the lady next to him, yeah, pretty nice." Okay.
fucking power walking out. Just fucking stride. Got my hand on my hip in case any more suspicious glows happen.
I don't want anybody
I'll-
looking at my ass. Yeah, that's scary.
What's
You
our
seem nice.
what's our outro?
Our outro is a bunch of flutes playing like boop, 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 boop,
Uh,
boop, boop.
Wait a minute, hold on a second.
RuneScape.
Is it fucking fruit salad?
RuneScape music.
Yeah.
Salad. Yummy, yummy.
And Nox is walking out like that while 6 flutes follow him.
Fruit salad. There we go.
Flutes.
Flute
Yeah,
salad.
but Gary is trying to make conversation with these uppity fucking people, and it's just not
Yeah.
really working out.
Oh, I mean,
Thinking that they're like Roderick
yeah.
and being horribly incorrect.
Is that a different one? It might be sea shanty too. There we go. Sea shanty too. There we go.
It's sea shanty too.
Yep. That's precisely it.
Beautiful. And yeah, then Gary will be the last one to make his way out.
Yeah, the second I hear sea shanty too, I'm walking faster. I'm practically sprinting out of here.
Yeah. The guards, you guys are like coming by, like, oh hey, then we got arrested. Why are you running? Are you being arrested? Hold on.
I'm not running, there's power walking.
That one did a bad thing. You should go get him.
Oh, I did the bad thing. Oh, yes.
Yep. You go get him, Tiger. No, start flute salad still playing. Or you can't do it.
They'll kind of like look to each other and be like, I mean, someone else will get them right. Yeah, probably.
The king's very mad at you. And I'll keep walking.
Oh,
give me back my loot!
I was gonna say, do you not want your loot?
Give it back.
Yeah,
Cuck.
one of them will go. Now, hold on.
Wow.
I have a beautiful wife. You should not be saying these things. It's rude.
You have a beautiful what? Beautiful what?
A beautiful wife?
Yeah, well, the king's very confused and why he
was
didn't
that?
get to hear Maestro's That was the other guard getting thrown out the fucking window.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
like
you better
Calorman
give him
guard,
my
dude. He's
fucking
actually
instrument
the
back.
Hulk.
Alright, apologize. I want the whole, like, on your knees bowing thing. Go for it. And maybe I'll put in a word with the king. Sorrel, show him the thing, Sorrel. The little, your little, plate thing that you had.
Oh, I'm so far down the steps.
Oh, damn it! Well, we got this little thing that's like a signet from the king.
They're gonna
We
hand you the
basically
loot.
outrank you. And my apology.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, God damn it. I'll get you
Hey,
fucking
buddy.
one day. The king's so mad at you. I think I'll keep it going.
She said, "Hey, buddy, go fuck yourself." I'm right in.
Okay. These guys come by. They'll hand you back your weapons. Yeah, for, Aurelian, they'll very carefully take it, hand it over, and they'll be like, hands up, I'm not touching it. I don't know what you mean by the bite of her grace. But,
I want to know.
not exactly what, yeah, don't want to know. Also, don't want to pick a fight with the order.
He'll just say nothing and accept the equipment back.
Yeah. Gary will finally make his way out like 10 minutes later. And be like, look at the guards. They're a prickly bunch in there, huh? Not very chatty. And he'll go over. All right, my bag. Pop it on. Put the shield, the sword, the bow, the arrows back. My hook, good sir.
Oh, yes, and they'll hand it to you. I'm surprised you were in there so long.
My beauty. I missed you so. Me? Oh, well, I like making new friends, It's good to get to know people.
You were just talking
apparently-
with the nobles?
Well, I was, you could say talking at. I don't think talking with. That would imply they were talking to me too. They were kind of just giving me this deadpan stare that Sorrel gives me when we're on the road.
Oh. You must have some status to you. Normally, I think you would be killed for such a thing.
Talking to people?
You're an outsider. Yes.
You kind of just look between the two of them. Now what in the...
In the throne room, it's... Just go.
Gary, there's a fucking reason we don't like these people. Jesus, come along.
I don't know, I think these two guys are pretty nice. As he's
No, they're
walking by.
fucking
it's like,
dicks.
he's
The
walking
king's
to
so
you.
mad at them.
Alright, see you later. He'll wave as he's leaving.
You'll hear them, like, turn to each other, like, do you think the king's really mad at us? Why would he be mad?
You let these fucking idiots in.
Well, it was that one time you forgot his birthday.
It's my birthday!
Where's the king of goblin now?
I was trying to mimic.
Oh.
God, what was that guy's name from Resident Evil 5?
You're making me look bad.
Yeah, what?
You're making me look bad. Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah.
He's like the drug trafficker or whatever. Wait,
Irving.
Yeah. Irving. Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
But, anyways, Sir Roderick will kind of meet you guys. Once you're all out, he'll just tell you, like, hey, whenever you're ready to go, I'll help us escort you, like, as far north as our border goes, and then after that, you're on your own. And then, of course, you know, sorry you got paired with Sir Gawain. He's a great fighter, just a bit of a coward.
Why, sir, you say coward, but I like to think cautious. Never hurts to be cautious.
Yes, that is technically the best way to look at it. If you ever want to get out of something, simply follow his lead. Or get out of something bad.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Otherwise, he's your man.
I see what you're saying. So the king said a week, right, sir?
You have a week to leave. You could leave whenever. Just make sure to tell me first. It would be a little rude to just leave me here. Unless, of course, you would like to go alone.
No, sir. I think you've been pretty grand company so far.
Thank you.
Certainly the kindest person we've met on here.
Thank you.
I say we take the whole week, lads. Stock up, prepare, get ready. There's a few things I gotta wait for anyway.
I think Lord Sorrell's already left. I don't know where they are.
Yep.
I think you're right.
I'm sure they will enjoy the week.
So let's call it a week, Sir Roderick. See if we can't get anything stirred up here, and when we're ready to head out, we'll come find you. Or at least I will. I can't say the rest about these lads, but I'll come find you.
All right. Okay. In that case, we will go to essentially off time during the week. Well, I'm just gonna use Discord from the top. Oh, Mr. Aurelian, what are you looking to do for the week?
What am I looking to do for the week? Man. Okay. I'll stop by the safe house, let her know about the mission and where I'm heading, and that if we can get a message out to any other safe houses ahead of where we're going, that I am heading in that direction towards Vida Lampor, to let them know if there are any.
And they'll be sure to relay the message and send word to Vida Lampor.
And I guess the rest of the week I would kind of just be spending in prayer. If there's maybe anything that I can get from an alchemy shop, like potions and maybe even poisons. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
to be able to use.
For poisons, you're probably gonna have to buy that directly from the order.
That's fine if they have any.
Yeah, they would. I would say for Duria in particular, you could probably buy about anything here for all of you. If you want to buy anything. Of course, some magic items are gonna be a little hazy, but yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Nox for the week. Anything you're doing?
He's gone.
Yeah. Or he's muted. He's gone.
I think he's gone.
Yeah. In that case, we'll go to Mr. Bagwell. Gary Bagwell. Folly? I think he's also gone.
Oh no.
Damn.
He's also gone, yeah.
Oh wait, no. Wait, there's Dom. Dom?
I'm here
Oh, okay. What do you want to do for the week?
for the week.
Mm-hmm.
I have a certain amount of gold on me. How much is a healing potion?
It depends on which ones you're looking for.
How much is like lesser?
Healing. A lesser is 12 gold pieces.
12 gold pieces. I need to look at. There's an item compendium, isn't there?
Yeah. Just go to the top right, to the second tab, and then all the way to the bottom, compendium browser.
Second tab. Huh?
On the top right, like from like the far right. Second from the last.
Uh huh.
The little like book, and then all the way to the bottom, compendium browser.
Little book. Are you talking about? So if I go to compendium packs, is it compendium packs that you're talking about, or no?
Compendium packs. What? Wait. Yeah, compendium packs, and all the way at the bottom. Do you see compendium browser? It's like a little.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and that opens it up.
Equipment. Healing potion, minor, lesser, greater, major, true, major. Greater is 400. Jesus.
Mm-hmm. I mean, greater also heals you 20 HP and 6d8. I do personally think, what do you call it? The fucking potions are a little ass. In fact, for this campaign, I might want to test it. I think I'm gonna do the. You always, if you like are using an action to heal the potion, you just heal max dice. Just because it's a little fucking annoying to roll like 2 ones in a row. So at best, that means for like a lesser, you're getting, what was that, 21 HP?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We could try fucking around with the, if you throw a potion and like a small little radius, it does the dice instead. That'd be funny. Yeah. Aside from buying potions, is there anything else? Buying music?
Question. Staff of Healing. If I were to buy that, would it grant me... You expend a number of charges from the staff to cast a spell from its list. How many charges does it have?
I believe it's one
It's based
per...
on
Okay.
yeah, based on your highest spell slot level.
Based on my highest spell slot level, so if I am level 7 right now, and the highest spells I can cast are...
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
have
don't
fourth rank spells.
think
Oh, no, I don't. Do I
you
have
can
fourth rank?
use Staff of Healing though, because you have to share a spell list with the staff. So yours is occult, so you would need any occult staff.
Occult staff. The hell? Pendant of the occult? What the hell? Hollow-shaped, its cavity typically holds some fragment of occult text. While wearing the pendant, you gain +1 item bonus to occultism checks. You can cast guidance cantrip as an occult innate spell. Oh, cool. Would I know where or how to find a pendant of the occult? I guess going down to the lower levels, are there any like
Yeah.
fellow scumbags?
Oh yeah, you be able to buy some down there.
Okay, I'm gonna buy for 60 gold a pendant of the occult, just to grant myself access to guidance.
Good.
I'll attune to that, by the way, through the week's time. Minus 60 gold for my thing. I will buy 2 lesser healing potions. Actually, let's say 5 lesser healing potions. Which healing 5 times 12, which is a grand old total of 60, I believe. Just another 60 gold I will throw. And I'll do there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what else can I buy? Equipment. I'll let other folks do stuff, and then if it turns out I find something I want to buy, I'll bring it up at the end.
Okay. That would be it. Then Folly. Anything you want to do for the week?
Yes, sir. Yes. I actually wanted to spend the week
I will
committing
say
war
as-
crimes against the Durian people.
I will also
No, just
say.
kidding. What were you gonna say?
That now you and your fellow members are allowed to enter the center castle without being stopped.
Accosted, because we have the little badge.
Yeah. Well, technically only one of you does, but it's been given to the guards, like the knowledge. You're
Like,
working
hey,
with them.
this little guy, this guy over here, and this guy. Yeah,
This
they
guy
all.
with a
Yeah,
big
okay.
hook.
Yeah. Hard to miss, really. Gary is going to. I think, since just generally speaking, I'm trying to think. Sorry. I was trying to. It's fighter weapon mastery that I would need to change to swords. Okay. For now, I think what Gary is going to do is he's going to spend the week training out Slam Down in order to train in Vicious Strike.
Okay.
So, essentially, Gary looks at the hook and he thinks to himself, it's been a final girl to me, but if we're going to be fighting, I'm going to need to train in the old ways, the old techniques of my forefathers. And so, he'd go to the guards barracks and, talk to one of the guards and, see if they had a training area. And for the entire week, he would just be training how to hit as hard as physically possible with his, sword.
I will say, did you say you're going to the castle or just like the outer rim for training?
Just, and essentially anywhere where the guards coalesce that would have a training yard that he could train in, or if that wasn't available, he would leave town and find, a spot where he could summon a tree and just the entire day, wham, 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 and train himself to hit it as hard as physically possible. All day.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'd probably go with the tree thing,
You want to go with the tree?
actually.
I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say, go ahead, though. Sorry.
I was gonna say, depending on which one you choose, there may be something for it. So just gotta ask.
Yeah, I mean, Gary would see how the Durians are treating him currently. And while he likes Sir Roderick, he is not so, he doesn't like the rest of them very much, to be frank.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know how standoffish or rude the other guards would have been to him, but if they have been rude over the course of his stay, he would definitely just go outside of town and train himself. Wham! Wham! And kind of be training in these techniques that his, grandfather would have taught him. His grandfather was an adventurer. And so he's training in these techniques that his grandfather would have shown him. These long sword and axe techniques of how to swing them as physically possible, putting all your body weight into the swing, certain ways to move, and he'd be training those because he can summon the trees, and then he'd train on that.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay. In that case, we'll go to Sorrel. After the talk with the king, get to go talk with oh my god, what's her name? It's Orphica? Am I wrong? Orphea?
Orphea.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else You do anything? I mean, just want to discuss anything in particular? Or just chat? Just like catch up quickly.
Yeah, just catching up.
Okay. Anything you're gonna do for the week then? Good ass.
I probably am just gonna keep trying to talk to them.
Okay.
So, do that as much as possible and see if I can get one of those birds.
Yeah. Yeah, you could. I'd say it'd be sponsored by your family too, so you can get it for free.
Easy. Stolen.
That's
The real fit of a rich person. Stolen clothes. Stolen bird.
Stolen bird. No, don't steal someone's fucking bird, bro. It's rough. Where are you?
That shit was coming back to them. I caught it out of the air.
Shh.
Just...
Let's see. I'm just gonna make sure this is all properly written up. Yep. All right. I'm gonna throw that into your backpack. Should be in there. Onyx bird, tiny.
Yeah. Pretty much all of my time is just going to be spent talking with them when possible and kind of just gauging their reaction on the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's their take?
Very much like, wow, you really are destined for something. You don't seem very intent on taking it, but it'll be a...
Oh yeah, if they show any
yeah.
sense of them liking that I'm doing this, or being interested in it, I'll just be like, oh, I was always intending to, just being humble, being humble.
I see. Yeah. I mean, they do think that what you're doing is a good thing. Technically, you could be quite literally like saving them all. So.
I know it's a heavy burden, and I take it with a humble heart.
What a hero.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
On the... Let's see. On the last day, they'll give you a ring. They had originally intended for you to wear this, but your hands are rather large suddenly, so... They instead have it tied around a small durian chain. It is just something for you to remember her by.
I will thank them for this and immediately put it on.
There you go. It's a little necklace.
Now I got two necklaces.
Yeah.
Necklace.
I think that's a word. What'd you send me, Adam?
It is now.
It is now.
Easy.
You got me there.
Simple as.
King. Simple as king.
Hold on, quickly reading something.
Take your time, man.
Yeah, you can definitely get that, Adam.
Sweet.
I'm surprised you didn't already. Seems like the perfect thing for you.
I didn't know it existed.
I mean, I didn't either. Yeah.
Didn't even realize I was making those all show up in the thing.
Let's see. I'm also writing something up real quick. As while Celsius is here, he's going to be getting a knight's training to get a extra little feat. And you have a feeling that if you are rather friendly with the Durians in the future, you may also get this feat for free if you are a martial class.
Fuck. Now.
I mean, you are. Got a big ass fucking hook. You're a fighter.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's also what I was asking.
Well, we'll see if the Durians are friendly with Gary.
True.
I don't mind missing out on a feat.
Yeah.
We'll see. Gary's a friendly guy.
It's true.
But if they're not friendly to him, he's not going to be friendly back.
I mean, the people overall are kind of like, what do you call it? I wouldn't say they're like super friendly, but they're not like mean. The knights, obviously, after the audience with the king, are a lot more understandable with your position. But I think if you still were to go to like a shop or something, they'd probably be a little iffy. Trying to think. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can type this up later. This Crump's not here. But so, unless Celsius has anything else he wants to be doing, which I'll ask him about later, this is gonna be what he's getting. Other than buying stuff for Aurelian, anything you're doing? Just checking. Anything at all?
Huh?
I said
Referring to me?
no, Aurelian. No, I'll get to you in a moment.
Oh, I'm trying to think. I don't know if I'm forgetting anything. I don't think I'm forgetting anything.
Alright.
I
Perfect.
think Alarian is just ready, yeah.
And then Nox, aside from buying stuff, is there anything you're gonna be doing?
So, I think Nox is really truly considering how much money he actually has now. So he's bought a couple of things, right? So after buying those health potions, is there like a weapons shop?
Yeah. I looked in your
Yeah.
inventory. I'm terrified, but yeah. Yeah, there is.
So Nox is going to buy a couple of things that he sees on the wall. First off, he's going to buy a shuriken because he thinks it's really cool. Second, he's going to buy a slide pistol also because he thinks it's really, really cool.
There's no pistols, I'm sorry.
He won't buy a slide pistol because he never saw it in the first place. He will buy, though. He will... God damn it, that makes the next one so sad.
I think that one's spring powered, you're good.
Okay, huge. I'll keep that one. I will also buy a boomerang because why not? I
Respectable.
also buy a peshpine grenade because those are available. And
neat.
I'm also going to buy a spoon gun because it made him laugh really, really hard that there is a weapon designed to fire spoons.
I think Nox is my favorite character.
I think after he's kind of had his little like play day at the weapons shop, he is probably.
Oh, you're trained, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. In fact, here I gotta start. So now that I know which ones I have, he's actually
you wanna
gonna
get
like
money back
before he
for that
leaves the
side
shore,
pistol.
he's gonna go back and he's gonna buy like 4 more of those shurikens. Lastly, he's gonna see if there's like any kind of enchanter or armorer, and he wants to see if with whatever remainder of money that he has left, if he can like bulk up his armor, whether that's like buying a new armor itself or enchanting his armor.
I think your armor is already a +1. I think you upgraded it. You can, of course, buy like a resilient rune if that's what you're looking for. If you have the money for it. I don't know how expensive a resilience rune is.
Let's see here.
Resilient. It's 350 or 340 gold. It's a +1 to saving throws.
I'm gonna filter my list to light armors, and I'm gonna look for a second here. Because he's looking for something that would protect him, yes, but he's also looking for just something cool. Interesting. Okay.
He's like going into battle, but he doesn't know what to do. So he's just buying
throwing random
everything.
Shuriken, go! Boomerang, go! Spoon!
He comes in, he's got like bandoliers of these just random shit. Alright guys, I'm ready.
Alright. He's gonna buy... What's the stats on this? The mantis shell?
I think that's uncommon.
God damn it, Dark.
I'm sorry. There's some things in here that are a little like weird, like clockwork diving suit. I don't think. I think like
Honestly, the armored coat is already 20 gold pieces, so I imagine it's pretty
honestly,
sick. Yeah, I'll just buy
I'd
the
say
resilience
the
one.
armor coat you have is pretty fucking yoked. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good.
Then I'll just try to buy a rune for it. How much
Yeah.
rune?
So you already have it at +1, so it's already giving you an extra. But if you want to get the resilient rune, which increases your AC by, or not AC, your save by like 1. You can also get that, but that's 340 gold pieces. It's very expensive.
I'll buy it.
All right, let's go ahead and take that out. You'll have exactly 3 gold.
340.
Huh.
And 89 silver pieces.
All right, fair. You got me. Yeah. Okay. Other than shopping, anything else? Play music? I don't know.
Should I just add a resilient rune? Just
Yeah.
regular resilient?
Yeah. If you just go. Yeah, there you go. Resilient armored coat.
Huge. Nah, bro, I'm goods.
All right. Let's see. So, it's the end of the week. Let's see. Ooh, I will ask Mr. Dom, since you go down and play music earlier. That's what I was asking. Would you visit the bar at all or no?
Yeah, I'll visit it a second time. Like once I've gotten all my new digs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cause I'd say your old pal Indigo would be there.
Indigo.
This guy from earlier. You already forgot me.
Yeah, No, I remember totally, 100%.
He would, kind of hearing that you're gonna go off on a journey, is going to give you a song that you may play. I don't have it properly listed out, but these are all gonna be references I want you to know. They're all references to a particular game, and you're all gonna know what it is. So if you want to write down like your notes until I have it properly listed, because it'll be technically a spell.
Let me find a good spot.
Yeah.
We'll do campaign notes here.
Yeah. Tell me when you're ready.
The song. Okay, what's the name of the song?
Okay. So from Indigo, the name of the song is called "Children of the Elder God."
Yeah!
They're all gonna be references. I want you to know this ahead of time.
Fucking metal.
Yeah.
We'll see if I can give this one a whirl.
The old gods.
For
Gods be praised!
for
awesome.
reference, at least for the mechanical purpose of this song and many maybe others you pick up along the side, the one that your buddy here has prepared is specifically for if you are in a place where that is quote quote unstable, or the people are a little rowdy. Playing this song will essentially further that to the most like hostile end it can be to
so
make them go
get
essentially
everyone
start
riled up.
riot. Yeah.
Good.
You don't think that'd work in Duria, considering order is pretty heavily kept here, but it'll work in places.
I will give Indigo like 3 gold pieces. No, it's not a lot, mate, but I promise I'll get you more when I come back.
Yeah, just make sure to spread it. Make sure people hear it. You're the word.
Damn right.
All right.
I'll start practicing it as I, just kind of calmly sit in the tavern.
Yeah. All right. And then we'll get to end of the week. Like, we're done. And just because Com's not here for this one, I think I'm going to end it here. We're also technically at the 3-hour mark. But yeah, I think that's it. That's the end of the session.
Huge.
We'll get on to the travel to, I believe it was Vita Lampour, correct? Yes. That'll be next session.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys. What? 2 Sundays.
Yippee!
Yeah. Yippee! Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.